Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Man, we are, what, 7 days? 7 days from Christmas. Pretty exciting. Christmas will be here soon. Let's hop into our email. Maybe, if it wants to open. Should we give Tim some money? Should we give Uncle Tim 15 grand since it's getting close to the holidays? I mean, he's trying to make it through summer. I guess it's summer in the game. It's not summer here now. Let's do it. Let's give him 15 grand. There we go. Now he needs 20 grand. Of course he does. Of course he does. So, now own 51% of Jake's Reputable PC Repairs. I changed the name a long time ago. I don't really remember if I recorded doing that. But it's now Jake's Reputable PC Repairs. So, let's get rid of that. Let's read this first email. It says, do you work with computers? I need you to repair my rig. You'll need to diagnose what's wrong with it. It's just completely dead. Nothing happens when I try to turn it on. Is it possible the PSU has failed? Definitely possible. I was on PC Bay the other day and saw some awesome plastic blue cables. ASAP, please. It's urgent. Well, Milton, I'm going to try to remember to put your plastic blue cables in, but I constantly forget. But let's go ahead and accept that one. Next one here says, good day. I need a new PC. Can you help? Do you think you can get the CPU to 4900 megahertz for me? I want my GPU to run at 2011 megahertz. I'm a total Arctic fanboy. It's urgent, so please hurry. All right, let's accept that one. And this one says, hi, Stuart again. How's the business going? I hope this doesn't sound weird, but I've actually been feeling pretty inspired by what you're doing. Do you know we make video games here at the Irregular Corporation? Well, I've decided I'm going to pitch a PC building simulator game at our next company meeting based on you and your workshop. I'm going to try and whip up a quick prototype, but I need an upgrade to get the development tools running on my machine. Could you take a look? Benchmark of about 14,000 should be enough to work with, plus loads of system memory and storage. Thanks, Stuart, head of production at the Irregular Corporation. P.S. Do you want to be put in the game, or is that taking things too far? All right, so he's got a budget of 7 grand, wants a 3D Mark score of 14,000, 128 gigs of RAM, and 4 terabytes of storage. I think we can make that happen for Stu. Let's go ahead and accept that one. I'm going to get a build put together for this one. As soon as I have something, I will come right back. All right, so for the first build, we're going to go with the MSI MPG Z390 Gaming Pro Carbon, an i7 9700K, an Arctic Freezer 33, 4 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z RGB 8 gig 3200 megahertz, 2 MSI GTX 1080 Gaming X Pluses, 3 terabyte hard drive, 960 gig M.2 drive, 1100 watt power supply, and we're going to hopefully put that in the Antec Dark Avenger DA601 case. Hopefully everything fits in there. Guess we will find out soon. As for Stu, I need to get something put together for him. As soon as I have a list, I will come right back. Alright, so for Stu, we're going to go with the Gigabyte X399 Designair EX motherboard, the AMD Ryzen Threadripper 1950X, the Arctic Freezer 33 for the Threadripper, 8 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z RGB 16 gig 3866 megahertz, 2 MSI GTX 1080 Ti Gaming X's, 3 4 terabyte hard drives. We're also going to hopefully give him one of these ADATA M.2 drives. We're going to put this $999 Cooler Master Watt Maker power supply in there as well. And hopefully it will all fit in the case. He already has. But let's go ahead and purchase all of this stuff. Let's go end our day. We can get everything in. We can go to work. All right. Must have gotten some stuff from PC Bay. Whoa. Lots of tiny little PC. Let's get everything up on workbenches here. And let's get this sticky note with that one. Okay. This little guy just doesn't power on at all. Let's take out these tiny little screws. Let's see. And it's hard to tell what cables go to the power supply. So packed in here. Let's get that one out. Let's see if the power supply is indeed dead. It is. So we'll need to get one of those. I'm wondering if we should check anything else. Let's just see if it happens to be the power supply. Forgot what it was already. Power supply. The Corsair TX 550M. TX 550M. Does already have a 2. Is that true? Oh, I do. I have a used one. Let's get a new one. Whoops, not 2 of them. Let's do same day. Let's get this thing in this tiny little case and see if this was the only problem. Get rid of the broken one. Get that screwed in. Let's cable it up. We'll use those green. Maybe it's the lime. That looks right. See if it powers. All right, let's put the side back on this. And we can put this out in the hall and be done with that one. All right, let's take a look at Stu's PC. We can get this power supply out of here. That everything disconnected. There we go. Let's just pull everything out of here. What? I have to remove the RAM before I can... What? This is very confusing. These shouldn't matter. So I can't remove this motherboard. What's happening? I'm not sure. All right. I'm going to step away. I may have to restart this game or something, see if I can't get this to remove, because the RAM and that fan have become one, and it will not let me remove either item. So I will be right back. All right, so it doesn't look like there's much we can do about this. I've searched the internet, and it seems that there's been a game update or something that has broken this, so I might send this off to the developers. I'm not a very big YouTube channel, but you never know. Send them a video of something like that. They may fix it in the next patch. Right now, I guess we're out $7 grand almost for all the stuff we bought for Stu. I figure, though, we can go ahead and at least put all of his hard drives in. We may just store this in the closet for a bit. I don't think there's... I don't think this cancels out this particular job. So let's at least put that stuff in. We can put in the power supply that we spent $1,000 on and go ahead and have that installed. As far as the motherboard, CPU, and other things, there's not much I can do. So let's grab this sucker, let's stick it in the cabinet. This may end up being a shorter episode than normal, but let's go ahead and let's do this build. Oh, there's the doorbell. Must be Amazon. Let's get our motherboard in. The MSI Z390 Gaming Pro Carbon. I think this is getting 4 sticks of RAM. We'll get this ready for the RAM and the CPU. Let's get the 9700K installed. And we will also get the 4 sticks of RAM. Oh, man. We spent all that money on all that RAM that we can't use until possibly months from now. I guess we'll maybe use it in another build. Because there's not much I can do with that build for now. Get some thermal paste. And we will get our cooler. Oh, see, we're having that problem on this one as well. So let's pull those 2 sticks of RAM. Kind of sucks that the cooler is made so it doesn't fit with the RAM. Who knows if it actually does in real life. Could just be the game mechanics. Let's get some stuff out of our way. Let's get that open. We'll go ahead and we will get our M.2 in there. Let's get our graphics cards. Scroll like that. This one was getting 1080 Gaming X Pluses. All right, let's get... This one's getting a 3 terabyte hard drive. We'll get that installed. And then we will get the power supply, which is the 1100 watt Silverstone. We'll get that in. Let's cable this up. Let's see. Let's do some red. We've got some red from the MSI stuff on the graphics cards. Okay. Let's power this up. We will hop into the BIOS. Let's turn our XMP on. Let's make sure we're booting from the right drive. And before we go any further, let's throw a USB in. Now we can restart. Let the OS get installed. We can hop in, maybe change some colors. And we'll get our overclock done. So we need 3D Mark. We're going to need our lighting app. And GPU tuner. Go ahead and let that restart. Alright. Let's see what our light's doing. It's not terrible. The motherboard with the purple just isn't working. Maybe we will change that. Let's see. Motherboard. Let's just make it white. Oh yeah. That works for me. Let's close that out. Let's get the GPU tuner up. What was the overclock they wanted for this? 2011. Let's go 2011. Apply that. Get 3D Mark running. While this is running, I actually just remembered that they wanted blue cables. Let's put some blue cables in this. I think it was blue. Let's check. Oh, I had to restart the game. See if I could fix that. Rig broken. Plastic blue cables. So let's get rid of these green cables. I think that was it. Let's cable it with plastic blue. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's put the side panel back on. Of course, now we have to make sure it boots. Oh. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, now let's put this out in the hall. Now that we've got the right stuff on there. Looks like 3D Mark is now done. That was perfect timing. So we got a score of 13,558. Don't think that score really mattered. Just needed to make sure that our overclock was stable on our graphics cards. Let's get this case put back together. Get everything screwed down. Get this side panel on. Yeah, I think those colors work pretty nice. That thing's got some RGB going on in the front, but that's all right. It looks pretty good. Let's take this thing, put it out in the hall. We will collect some money. Okay. I did upgrade the cables. Did you want a plastic blue? What I put on there. Whatever. And we'll collect that one. Not much we can do with Stu as of right now. I don't think there is any time frame for that particular one. We unlocked another RTX 2080 and some deals there. I'm going to end this episode here though. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next episode.